Give it up for Johannes Sundlo!
Sorry, I can't do this. I'm kidding, of course, yeah. So, but I did ask an AI to do this for me. And it was better than whatever I ever could have done. And I know maybe half of you thought now, is this serious or what's happening? And other half, I heard someone laughing, saying, "Ha, funny," but a bit slightly uncomfortable laughter as well. Is this real or not? And that discomfort, that uncertainty, that's what we're going to talk here about today. Because while you're busy reacting, someone else is busy using AI. And I meet people every week who have strong opinions about AI, but zero experience with it. And that's a dangerous combination. So let me take you back a couple of months. I'm in New York, high-rise building, super tall building. The building you see in movies, the only building you see in movies from American movies. Top floor, financial management company, really stiff upper lip. And I enter this workshop, and in the back there's a woman. Let's call her Clara. And you could feel that she's a bit uncomfortable. She's a bit curious, but also a bit hesitant. She doesn't really know what leg to stand on. She knows that she should use AI, but she doesn't know how. But somewhere during those 2 hours that we spent together, you could visibly see something happening to her. You could see the pin drop. You could almost feel the pin drop. She understands it. She can relate to it. She can understand, how will this impact me? What will this do for me in my work, in my life? And the interesting part is that after we've done her session, I have several other sessions. And she starts hovering around the hallways like an unholy ghost. And the minute I have just 5 minutes, she pops in her head and she says, sorry, could AI do this as well? Do you think it's possible? If I do it this and this and this that way, could AI do that as well? So something dropped for her. So she understood, this is what AI can do for me. Another week, another session. Not a high-rise building, let me tell you that. This is an industrial company in Sweden. A family-owned business, been around for 60, 70 years. But the same setting, a workshop. And I enter. And right after me, another guy enters, like high-vis work gear, snooze under his lip. And he steps into the meeting room and says, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with AI? I drive a truck, so why the hell am I even here?" That's a valid question. What can you do if you're a truck driver with AI? But I sit down with him, and we start talking. What do you hate about your job? What do you hate about your job? Not saying that we all hate our jobs, but there's parts of our jobs that we don't maybe love. So what do you hate? What do you hate about being a truck driver? And he immediately puts out, I hate admin. Why the fuck am I supposed to do admin? I'm a team leader, so I need to do it, but I hate it. It's the worst. I love the pay, but I hate the work. So we figured, hey, that's where we should utilize AI. 2 different people, totally different circumstances, but they landed the same conclusion. The truck driver goes from, why the fuck am I using AI, to why the fuck am I doing admin, and what can I do with AI to support my admin? Same conclusions, different paths of getting there. And I said to you initially, while you're busy reacting, someone else is busy using. But I find myself reacting too sometimes. I stay up late at night, too late, and scroll AI news, what's happening, what's the latest. I can see it visibly on I have this Aura ring that I wear. I can feel it too, of course, but I see it visibly in my app that, hey, maybe you should slow down. Maybe you should do something else. This is not good for you. You should slow down. And I put that pressure on myself. No one else is putting that pressure on me. I'm putting that on myself. Because what happens to me in all of this? What happens if I miss something? If I'm not part of the latest and greatest? If there's AI news that I'm not picking up on? And what will happen long term to my kids? To Marta and Einar, those are my kids, 8 and 11 years old. What will happen to them? Will they have a workplace to go to in the future? The same way that I think most of us have had, where we are slightly nervous and we have butterflies in our stomachs, but we also feel quite excited. This is fun, this is our first day at work. Will they feel that feeling? And I worry a bit about that. I worry that we are so focused on the technology part of things that we forget the human part of things. And I think that we need to have people who understands both the technology and the human part. And this is a space where most of us, hopefully at least, we tend to the human part. We have that partly figured out. I don't know about you, but I feel like I partly at least have the humanity part. I know what it is to be a human. I know what it is to be a worker. I have that partly figured out. But we also need people to figure out, and I need you to figure out as well, the technology side of things. And we spend too little time in that intersect. We think too little about the possibilities there, even though we all have them. And this is quite unique. I mean, if you jump back 200 years ago, Industrial Revolution, in order to be shaping the future back then, what you needed back then was capital. You needed machinery. You needed a factory of some sort. And if you didn't have that, well, tough luck. Your best option was eventually to unionize. And I'm so thankful for all the people who unionized, because they gave us the 8-hour work day. Most of us have that at least. Vacations. We have it slightly better here in Sweden than the rest of the world, but still. Vacations, safer work environments. We all got that from people. And they had no special powers. They had no special information. But they refused to be passive. And same goes now. We need people who act, and you can act as well. And for the first time in history, we also have that capability in close reach. I'm guessing that most of you have that in your pocket. I certainly do right now, where I can just spin up my own factory, if you might call it that. Yet, we have the choice. And you all have the choice. So you can either let this happen to you, you can stand on the platform, you can see the train whisk by, and then someone else will shape that future for you, will take informed decisions for you. Or you can get on. You could try. You could just take a step on, and there you go. There we have it. And all you need is a computer or your phone, and the willingness to try as well. So what I would want you to do, not now, because we're still in this setting, but in the break or once you leave here after today, once you're at home, in the comfort of your home or at your hotel, pick up your phone and try something real, something tangible with AI, and see, can it solve it? And let that inform your decisions. Because what we need right now is people like you, humans. We need you. We need you to help shape the future for yourself, selfishly as well, for my kids as well, for Marta and Einar, but also maybe for your kids, should you have any. We need people like you that shapes the future. Because this is not about AI so much. Sure, AI is exciting. AI is happening right now. But this is the first time in history we have a technology that will reshape what it means to be a human. And I'd rather have that future be shaped by someone like you than the big technology companies. And you have all the possibilities. You just need to open your phone. Thank you.